Have you ever noticed the disturbing secrets hidden in Peppa Pig? First, Peppa's whole family might actually be ghosts. I'm not kidding. Look closely after dinner. The clock shows 7 p.m. Peppa and George brush their teeth, get ready for bed. But when they return to their room, the clock still shows 7 p.m. It's almost like the family passed away at that exact moment, and now they're stuck repeating their last evening forever. Second, Peppa's mom might be a vampire. When they all stand in front of the mirror, you can see Peppa, you can see George, but her mother's reflection is completely missing. Tell me that's not chilling? Third, look at the paintings on their walls. The animals inside walk on 4 legs, yet every character in the show walks on 2. Why? What are they hiding? Fourth, something sinister haunts their house. When Peppa follows breadcrumbs with a magnifying glass, they lead all the way to the window, but in the very next shot, the crumbs vanish. Moments later, they reappear, fewer than before. So, who's watching them? Who's toying with them? Fifth, when Daddy Pig notices the car is dirty, he runs to grab some water to wash it. But if you're familiar with their house, you'll realize something odd outside their home. There was never a faucet, so why is there one now? Peppa Pig was meant to be a children's cartoon, but maybe it was never meant for children at all. So have you noticed any other weird details in Peppa Pig? Drop them in the comments. Have you ever noticed these hidden secrets in Peppa Pig? First, when Daddy Pig took our family to Italy, I brought my teddy along, and then I accidentally left it on the seat. I figured that was it. Goodbye forever. But a moment later, the police somehow found us and handed it back. That's when I panicked. How were they so sure that Teddy was ours? How did they track our exact location so fast? Is some mysterious force steering them to us? Second, who exactly are they hiding from? When we visited Chloe's house, baby Alexander started crying. His dad deliberately fired up the vacuum to drown out the noise. And here's the weird part: earlier that day the wall was bare, but by nighttime an alarm had somehow been installed. Why go to those lengths unless something outside has its eyes on Alexander? Third, Daddy Pig's glasses are odd. They look like they've only one arm. In truth there are 2, but there's nowhere on his head for the other arm to hook. So my guess, the glasses aren't worn at all. Fair part of Daddy Pig's face. That would mean he isn't exactly a normal creature. Maybe even someone Madame Gazelle has modified. Vampire minus style. Fourth, Mr. Bull keeps doing the impossible. We saw him blissed out in a massage chair at the mall, and the very next beat, he popped up inside the china shop. Super speed. Teleportation. How else do you explain it? Spotted other eerie details in Peppa Pig? Drop them in the comments. I'll feature your finds in a future video. Have you ever noticed the creepy details hiding in Peppa Pig? First, Susie Sheep is definitely a clone. Don't believe me? Look closer. In the episode where they help Granny Sheep move, the entire family shows up: Granny, Mummy Sheep, Cousin, and Susie. But not a single male sheep. So how exactly does this family continue? Now here's the kicker. The world's first clone sheep, Dolly, came from Scotland. And Peppa Pig, also born in Scotland. Still think it's just a coincidence? Second, Susie's house is haunted. Watch this box. At first it's yellow. Mummy Sheep carries it into the bedroom. Suddenly it's white. Then, in the very next second, it's yellow again. You tell me what's more believable than a ghost playing tricks? Third, the mysterious apple tree. When Peppa and George run down the hill, there's only one apple on the tree. But just minutes later, when Grandpa Pig shows up to plant trees, that same tree is loaded with apples. Explain that to me. Fourth, Dr. Brown Bear's secret date. On the Ferris wheel, almost every seat is a parent with their kid. Except Dr. Brown Bear, he's sitting with another woman. And remember, his wife is Dr. Hamster. So is he cheating on her? Fifth, Rebecca Rabbit might be a vampire. When the kids are about to enter the treehouse, watch her face. It changes for just a second, then flips back. But I caught it. And the scariest part? When she steps inside, her ears literally pass straight through the roof. If Rebecca Rabbit isn't a vampire, then what is she? What other creepy stuff have you seen in Peppa Pig? Comment below. Who knows? I might feature it next time.